Thank you. Wherever you might be watching me from, yeah. Thank you for joining me. So, what is send me message on my this thing? So, for seeing me for the first time, my name is Dr. Funmilola Tella. So we are financial guru literacy, and so they call me mortgage. They call me mortgage queen. One of my friends, Stephen, I give me the name, Pastor Dr. Stephen, is called me mortgage queen. So I'm so much passionate about mortgage. So that's why I'm going across the world, global, to know to advise about mortgage, so that people can build wealth through mortgage. But today we'll be looking at so next week we're going to talk more about Nigerian mortgage. Okay, there's huge opportunity in Nigeria. Yes, on Sunday, so last Saturday, Omawumi, thank you for joining. Lab. Oh, say Toyin, Lab enjoy. How are you? I hope you are well. So last Saturday, I was in a meeting Saturday in the Westminster, where we have a lot of all these entrepreneurs and the government that came from Nigeria talking about the real estate. It's mind blowing. If you we wanted to invest immediately, so we talked. If yesterday I have the meeting with some of them in the hotel, so today or next tomorrow I'm still gonna have another meeting with some of them as well to see how we can develop our country. So they were so passionate. These are the people they're passionate about develop Nigeria, and then they are doing it, by the way. But today I'm not talking about honestly. Today's show is not about Nigeria mortgages or about Nigerian property. It's about Missy Privo 2 or Zero. Thank you for joining me. It's about Victoria. Thank you for joining. Adewo Mafoa. Thank you for joining. Zoe. Thank you for joining me. And Z Blessing. Thank you for joining me. Mali. Thank you for joining. Well, I greet everybody. Sorry if I missed your name. I do apologize. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Sorry, I could not see because of based on the software that I'm using to stream. And uh, so I couldn't see who's there, but please throw your comments. And if you have anything, please go to our DM me, and I'm happy to come back to you. So, Oladimeji Suraj, thank you for joining. Pretty Maker 8835, thank you. Larry, you're welcome. Afford, Alaji Afford, you're welcome. Please help me to power tap. Eba me power tap. Alaji Eshebe Sheba me power tap. And God bless you. Adawu Mamus Kimitiki. So if you please consider following this page as well. So if you wanted to learn more about Nigeria uh, mortgages and how to use mortgage for your, unless if the people here tell me to talk about Nigerian today, maybe I can switch my topic. But today I want to talk about the generational wealth in which happen to do with UK law only. So it will only be limited to UK people that live in the UK. But if you want me to switch it, if I see a lot of Nigeria here, I'm happy to switch the topic to Nigeria and all that. So I just make a video now, send it to my social media manager. I'm talking about a credit report, credit history. There's a credit searching in Nigeria. In fact, when they bring your data out, you go fear. If we know everything about you, like Nigeria, you trust and if you want to do something, you go do and better. We go do and where we giddy gone. We have our credit. We have three type of credit bureau in Nigeria, but the particular one they are really, really. I like them because they put the data is more solid. They can get front and bank and all that. If you so we wanted to see how many bank you are banking with, what are the if you defaulted in the previously we know how many loan we have for the affordability check to make sure the mortgage is affordable for you and all that. So we have all that in place. So since and people didn't tell me, okay, that's everybody wanted to hear more about generational wealth. So let's talk about the generational wealth. When we're talking about the generational wealth, Yemi and Daudu, thank you for joining. Joseph, thank you for joining. Annie, thank you for joining. All the username, pata pata, I greet all of you now. Please help me to power tap. When we are talking about the generational wealth, we look at the assets. So we look at the estate planning. So what is estates? So when we're talking about the estates, what are the estates? So you see the building behind me, that's not it's not the only estate. Estate is something, all your belongings, all your assets. all your money in bank, bonds, shares, real estates, and then all the tangible thing. So we put them together. Even your life insurance and your pension is part of your estate. So now how to now manage it and then plan for it. We call it estate planning. You plan your estates. All right. So we talked about yesterday. I talked about the law when it comes to if you don't have a will in place. Sometimes we see the wills as I mean, if you're say, why are you talking to me about wills? It's about financially sound. All right. It's an financially literally sound. It's about if somebody call me now and say I have a will, I will say that you educate you. I will say you as an educated person. That's me. You are sophisticated when it comes to financing. You are educated. You sophisticated. So don't think about when you're talking about putting your asset together. Don't think it's about you monitor your assets, put eyes into what belongs to you and all that. It's more than that. Please, all the people that just joined me, thank you. Joba Kitchen, thank you, and Funky Palmer, thank you, and somebody has gone up now. Thank you so very much. If you see me for the first time, please, Mama Dewanko. If you see me for the first time, please consider following this page. Thank you for following. Eri Osafa, thank you for following this page. So now we're not talking about we're talking about Omoige. How are you? Long time. Where have you been? Thanks for joining me. So when we're not talking about we're talking about generational wealth. So we're not talking about wills. So let me quickly do recap of what I talked about yesterday. But you can go to our YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, um, F to Rich Mommy Club, so you can replay what we talked about yesterday. But I'll just do it to be recap. Get the point. Okay, Mama had NWG. So if you don't have a valid way in place in the United Kingdom as to today, so your assets will be distributed according to the law of intestacy rule in United Kingdom. And trust me, the law does not favor anybody. Make I repeat them. If you no get them for toxin, thank you for joining. If you do not have a valid will, your assets, your property will be distributed according to the law of intestacy rule in United Kingdom. Now I'm talking only about hurry up. Hurry up about what? I'm only talking about UK law, no any other law now. This country, only. Right now, personally, I'm making this video in United Kingdom. You're not getting my money. Okay. Check your bank account. Your money is there. So now let's now talking about okay. So if you so now let's say and we have different type of people. When I mean different type of people, we there's a different law that governed married couple. And then that's now talked about marriage yesterday. That when you say you marry, you need to go and shine your eyes and see is a marriage legally acceptable in United Kingdom. But it's about the United Kingdom law. It's about the certificate that they can prove that you are married. So you need to check. So if you know you do registry here, of course, or any registry in everywhere, I think it's allowed. It's they accept it. But if you do church wedding, it has to be if it's Church of England maybe. But you need to find out to see. We can help you to find out if to see if your um, to see if your marriage is valid in United Kingdom. Okay, so we have the different law that govern them. Fari Jumoke, thank you for joining. They have them another one for us living together, which I know a lot of people so far that know they fall into fitting or living together. Living together, they have children together, they have everything together, they buy house together, they purchase property together, but they are not married. So you can do maybe blessing in your family, sitting room and parlor, but in UK you are still living together. So there's a law that governs you. There's another one. There's a rule that will take to place about single parents. You are single, you have a children. Your law is different. So if you are single, no children, nothing, your law is different. So I can bet you that this law does not favor anybody if you do not have a valid will in place. Mind you, will alone is not enough. You'll be saying, maybe say if I have a will in the house, I'm safe. You save 30%. uh At least you let us know that this is how I want my asset to be distributed. So in all the governor, no the governor government that we just go and pull one paper and start reading. According to Mr. Ajegbe, this is how we're going to share your distribute your assets. At least you put instruction in place. Okay? At least you try. But will alone is not enough. So you might be thinking, but she's not talking to me. Me, I did not have a house. What did I have? Why do I have to write my wills? Now let me know, let me tell you that I'm talking to you. Are you working? Do you have a pension? Do you pay pension? Whether private pension or public pension. Are the pension will be deducted from your salary every month? So if you think you don't want to write a will because you don't have anything, has we been paying pension? Yes or no? If you have been taking pension from your salary, or you even have a pension pot somewhere else, privately and all that, you need to write a will. Thank you, Fred. Oh, Eshek Eva Misha Fred Latewo. Thank you for giving me a good day. Yeah, and Cheesy, thank you for Cheesy, God bless you. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking. So Eva me from Cheesy Latewo. She's the only one power tapping. Other people are not power tapping. Say mo saying, I'm not saying. So I wanted to watch this video because I need to go to somewhere now. So now so if you are getting pension at work, or you have a pension, maybe now, Spicy, how you darling, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. Maybe you suddenly became self-employed, but you have a pension somewhere. You still need to write your wills. But mind you, disclaimer, will is enough is not enough. So we does not give you a proper protection. I was speaking to somebody today, and the person told me, I have a wills. I said, how much did you pay? 50 pounds. I said, you know, get will. They say, I said, yes. What happened? I had some question. I said, I'll tell you. So if you do your will and go to one lawyer and legal something, they did it for you, my friend. You have not, you have not really, you have not get proper advice. I'm saying with all my mouth. But if you come into financial expert like somebody like me, because you are talking about assets, we are talking about financing here. So lawyer does not know anything about that. He only know about legal stuff. Signing, reading, signing, no time. Me, we do numbers, we know numbers, we read numbers, we play with money, do raw cash, paper cash, electric cash, anyhow cash. We understand that. So that's what we need to come from us. And then so when we are talking about estate planning, we are talking about generational wealth. So we need to get proper advice. That's why some people, you might be thinking maybe I'm a lawyer. I didn't do law school. So governments, because they know we are the one that can do it more better, give people advice. So now give that structure estate planning to give it also be looking at to look after that than better than lawyer. Of course, some lawyer they do it too. But if you want proper advice, come to me. Um Kenja, thank you for joining. So please, Instagram, please drop your message. If you have any message for me, please kindly drop your message. Thank you for power tapping. God bless you, blessing. Thank you, Jesus blessing. God bless you. I appreciate you. God bless you, sister. So now, so don't tell me that I don't have any asset. I've not gotten a house. Yes, I cannot write a will. My dear brother and sister, You need to, because if you have a pension somewhere, you have to. So do you have a life insurance? So it's money. So if you have a life insurance, then you need to tell us what and what will happen. Okay. Do you have a minor children? All right. So you need to write a will. So you need to, to appoint guardianship for the minor. Okay. You can say now that you need to write a will. And now, if do you have one house, at least one, the one you are living, residential. Isaac, I'm sorry. One minute. Isaac. So sorry, so sorry. Apology. I was wondering what's going on. So it was a housekeeper. I was just hearing back. I said my son cannot be, he can't be back from school. But I was early due. So they are trying to move out the place. It's a facial cleaner that was hitting the wall. So as I was saying, yeah, if you now have insurance, so you need to put it inside a trust. All right. If you have a minor children, or if you do have a disabled child, some of us that we thank God for all the children that God has given unto us. So that the vulnerable child, you cannot leave them to vulnerable for life. You need to protect them. Thank you, woman of God. And she a woman of greatness. You forever great. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. So if you have a disabled child, so we need to cater for them. All right. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. So we need to cater for them. Those are the things that's the reason why you need estate planning. So don't tell me because I did not have a house. I only have one house now, but I have a children, and they go to them. You're lying. If you don't do proper planning, you are lying. And let me tell you, don't let your matter be like a Rockefeller. Inheritance tax in United Kingdom, guess how much percentage? It's 40. Barely 40%. So if you think you are a partner, you love your partner love you. If anything happen, everything will go to your partner. Law does not work like that. Or your children, who tell you automatically your children. So a lot of people, their children have been disinherited. Disinherit wọn. Borrow me English, Jari. You will disinherit your children. So if you do not have a proper, so if you think we are working, and all of us we say, I'm working because of my children. So these children that you think you are working because of them, if the care is not taken, you will disinherit them. So your asset will go to the wrong person. Your asset will go to your partner, and your partner there's something we call marriage after death. See, because now I'm married now, and my partner gone to see the maker. Does that mean I should be single for life? Of course. My shine will give me, I go shine my eyes somewhere else. I can say, look, I don't want to be yeah, we're not marble. Come and resume work. Of course, you're bound to be married. Do you understand? So, and then if your partner that you left, if whether you are man or woman, be thinking about it. If your partner that you left, go and remarry another man or another woman. So they will disinherit your own children. And all both of what of you labor for, it will be lost to other party. Okay? It will lost to new ìyàwó titun or ọkọ new husband. Don't shaki. It be shacking now, it be shacking him. Before you know how much your ex partner left for you. We have 200,000. He will just give you business idea. We go and do business. Later, we tell you business don't go. So your children they've been disinherited. They've been disinherited. So no inherit for them. So to prevent this to happen, you need to do estate planning. You need to plan for your estate. You need to do a generational wealth. So, what are the benefits of this generational wealth? Generational wealth will help your grandchildren children to know you. For example, now my great grandfather, I don't know him. My grandfather, I know him partially, little. My son does not even know him. Because what? Because there's nothing. I didn't. Ah, thank you. Who was that? Thank you, a woman of greatness. God bless you. I didn't they drop something for me, or they pass it to my mother, and my mother pass it to me, and I pass it to my children. Of course, see, for the what's okay, the chain. I will know the chain that's there, but one is coming from. So I will able to know because his name will be there. My name is Jide Wilson John Smith. You understand? So because there's nothing like that. So my children, if I know my grandfather, my child does not know them. Okay. So but the generational wealth will help you to build that bonds. Let me tell you something at the same time. When some family died, uh, oh, you see the siblings, you see the family, they became enemy of one another because of what? Because the person did not do the right thing before he left. So he just put everything, he let them dispute. You see your children dispute one another, taking them to court. You see your siblings, dispute your children, taking them to court because there's no proper arrangement in place, because there's no proper planning in place. So to prevent this, even if you are saying lost between the family, even better than to loss to the governor to the government, because these are the money, or these are the assets that you already pay taxes on them before you even accumulate them together. Do you understand what I'm talking about? It really paining me because we Africa. You cannot take a plane far from Nigeria. You know how much you pay for tickets? Cross 6 hour, 11 hour on the here, and you come here, you come and work, and then after before they pay you the money, they already deduct all the tax, they deduct taxes, they deduct N9, they deduct everything. They even deduct pension, and that pension said you are not even cater for that pension. Remember they already deduct pension from your money. And that pension, you are not even put in place how to get that pension to yourself or to your family. You put next of kin. You will be surprised the next of kin will not get to next of kin. It will go to, they will put you up if anything will happen to you. If you go, they will dispute the money based on the intensity rule in the United Kingdom. If you don't do what I'm talking about now, so if you are not living in the United Kingdom, or if you are a part of Europe, please go to advisor there and sort yourself out. Canada, US, go there. If United Kingdom, come to me. Right? So I will understand your language very well. So we're able to sit down and structure things for yourself and your family. Okay. So and then I think I need to stop it. Anybody have any question for? Please, if you have any question or if you want to contribute, please let me know. I can bring you up. Ma, please, what are you talking about? Yeah, woman of great. We're talking about today. We're talking about wills. It's not really life insurance today. We're talking about wills today. Protection, generational wealth. So if you don't have a valid will in place, if anything should happen, your asset will be distributed according to intensity rules in United Kingdom. We does not favor anybody. So I talked about how intensity rule distributes money last yesterday video. But for the people that are just here for the first time, let me go touch there a little bit. For instance, the rules, let's say you are couple, because we have, if you are, there's a different law that apply to married couple. There's a different law that apply to living together. There's a different law that apply to single parents. There's a different law that apply to single person that does not even have a married before or have a children. So everybody with the same different laws that abide. So
Good afternoon.
good afternoon, woman of greatness. How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, why are you crying?
She's sleeping. Kind of cranky.
What's your question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know more about what you're saying about the will. Um, is it going to be be like life insurance to be paying monthly, or is it just a one-off payment?
Okay. Oh, will is a one on payments. It's just one off.
Okay.
Immediately you put in place, and that's one off payment. So and then do you have any? Okay, then it might be personal. Don't worry. Don't let me ask you. I wanted to ask some question, but it could be personal, so I don't want to say it. I wanted to say maybe the. Oh, do you have a house? Have you got a house yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay. Then. So I can see that you have a minor. So since nearly you have a minor, you are working. You have a pension, right?
Yes.
Do you have a life insurance?
Yes.
All right. Then. So these are the things that need supposed to go to your inside your wills because they are all money. So failure to do that, and your asset will be distributed according to necessary rules. And the will supposed to be visits to review every maybe 2 years or any time that something substantial has happened to you. Maybe you
Yeah.
remarry, maybe you marry, maybe you divorce, or you marry after divorce, or you buy a house, you have another baby, you multiply, your salaries increase, your assets are increased and all that. So that's the right time for you to review your will. Okay, I can use Igwe as an example. Albert Igwe, the co-founder of Access Bank in Nigeria. So what? So of course, he written wills. He written his wills, of course, because he's a very smart person. They understand is their financial gurus. They are very knowledgeable. But I think the last point, because nobody know well, how old is he? It's not up to 60 years that he's going to die like that. But thank God that they are smart because they are bank owners, so they understand wills, trust, and all that. So please move for now.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So they already put that one in place, one way or the other. So the problem is that they did not update it. You understand? So if you have a will in place now, you need to learn how to update your wills regularly. Review your will regularly. Anytime that something life changing situation happen, so the wills need to be reviewed. Like I said, if you do your will online or you're one legal practitioner, you have not getting wills. Me, I tell you. Mhm. So will last testament and the will clarity. There's something we call will clarity. It's very important that you have a will clarity as well. We will tell you about all your assets and at the direction. The clarity is different. The last clarity will break things more. There's something we call legacy. So what is legacy? Legacy is that okay, you say, okay, this is my watch. Give it to Dr. Tella. So that's legacy. You personally say it's for me. Or I have a red rose necklace. Give it to Dr. Fumi. So that's legacy. You already put. So at the time, by the time you died, maybe there's no red rose necklace anymore. Maybe there's no Rolex anymore. There's no, there's no watches has been disappeared. Maybe okay, this is my car. Give it to so my first son. Maybe by the time you're gone, maybe then you are using Toyota. By the time you're gone, you already put Toyota in the bills. Give my Toyota to my first son. And then before you go, you already have a Lexus, what's it called, Range Rover or Bentley. So if since we could not find Toyota, so your son will not get Lexus. You mentioned Toyota there. Do you understand? So we something need to be visited all the time. Uh, Demos Modoji, thank you for joining. Desmond. Desmond, thank you for joining. So, so that's the reason why you need to be visiting, review your wills. Like I said, get this. Wills alone is not enough. Egusi ni panko. Mabino. So will alone is not enough. So there's something that's more than wills. Thank you for power tapping. God bless you. So there's something that's more than wills. So I will talk about that one tomorrow. That's a topic for tomorrow. What is it that's more better than wills. But at least you try. Okay, you take a step, you give a direction. If you do not have a wills, or if you don't have proper protection in place, you are saying that I don't care for my children, I don't care for my husband, I do not care for my wife, I do not care for my siblings. Please, government, any country that I'm in, government in the country that I'm in, please do as you like to my assets. I didn't value myself, and I didn't value my family. That's what you are saying. So you might not be written it down like that, but because you are not taking action, that's your action. No, well, they say action louder than voice, isn't it? So because your action have just told us that you didn't care for your family, that you think you believe you care for all the children that you think you are running then at Qatar for, that are going up and down, go to work and everything, you do not really care for them if you do not have a valid will. And mind you, value will alone is not enough. All right. Today I was watching, so I was looking at somebody, one of my friend, um, WhatsApp status, and this medical doctor was talking in Nigeria. The level of stroke, if I, is scary. If so, tell me, Nigeria that they are eating well, yeah, they have a maybe good weather, and then they what's it called? They eat organic. They don't microwave like me and you here. So if you go and look at the doctor here, so you see stroke 39 years old, 40 years old, 43 years old, stroke. Some of them have a permanent stroke, some of them have a partial stroke. So here in this country, Omobola, good afternoon, sis. Good afternoon, how you? Thank you for joining me. So if you do not and it's so if you have a stroke here, sometimes it's like we count it as what's it called? Sometimes it might be your bank account might be frozen. It depends on the stroke. It depends on the level of the stroke. It depends on how it affected you. And if you do not have a LP in place, that you're gone. So tomorrow we talk about LPA. What is LPA? And again, business owner, please, if you are a business owner, if you have a business tomorrow, please make sure you. I'm gonna come live 12 p.m. UK time. It should be 1 o'clock Nigerian times. US. So it depends on the state. So I will talk about if you have a business, you need to do a BLP, BLPA, BLPA. Okay. Hey, oh, thank you for joining me. So we need to do that. So anybody have a question for me? If there's no question, I think anything.
Miss Ma, what's the PNPA?
Business lasting path of Anthony. Pa- Eka Sosao, ewo. So power of Anthony, we talked more about power of Anthony tomorrow. Eva mi fún ewo ní àtẹ́wọ́. Thank you, my brother. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. So power of Anthony to go. So if you do not have that certificate, it's a legal document that gives somebody to act on your behalf. So if you do not have, some of us that do air care or whatever than the air sector, we might understand this. So if you do not have this, if you have a stroke, your bank account will be frozen. All right. And then if you have a business, tell me, business will be suspended. So that's me. They cannot operate. Money cannot go in and come in. I'm going to send you a message. Okay, no problem. So that's me. Business cannot operate. It cannot inject more cash into the business, and you cannot project cash out to the business. So that's me. Before you know, the business will cease. Another thing that we need to do the business LPA is because sometimes when some people died, the business died with them. Maybe my grandma is saying something. I think he said something. Immediately he died, the business died. My mother have some business. Immediately she died, the business died because it was not. They have not do planning on it on that business. So when you have a business, more especially if your business is making you money now, you need to do planning on your business. You need to do your business planning. Otherwise, if anything should happen, who's going to take over? Who's going to run the business? The person, if your children or anybody just come around the business, are they have a clue what they are doing? If I mean you, okay, most of us knows Rolex, isn't it? We know Louis Vuitton, Gucci, I become a man pay one. um, Fendi, just name the designer. Do you think their owner is still alive? They don't die, they don't quite long time ago. But me and you were able to know those brands because they do business planning. If they do not do the business planning, the business might have collapsed and disappeared. A lot of businesses are disappeared, even they are doing well when the owner was still alive. But because they didn't do planning, immediately the person buy, story change. Okay, now I'm streaming with one of my phone is iPhone. The owner of iPhone, the founder of iPhone, Steve Jobs, it's quite a long time ago, isn't it? But we still have iPhone. iPhone is even more better than when it was alive because of business planning. We call it business succession because they do business succession for their business. So tomorrow we talk about business succession and the personal planning as well. You can do personal planning and business planning. So when it comes to personal planning, we have two type in the United Kingdom. It's a certificate we must have, and you give somebody's authority to act on your behalf. We have health and well-being, and we have a property and financing. So property and financing can start immediately if you like. So, but health and well-being, it has to be when you lost capacity or when you have a stroke. If you cannot make decisions yourself, you cannot do things on your own. So somebody can do that for you. So failure to do that, there's so many huge consequences that surround that. All right. If no, there's no oh you didn't know Dorcas, how are you? Thank you for joining me. So if there's no any question now, let me come and be going. Animat. So thank you. No question, any contribution. So if you are here, if you have not gotten life insurance, please, it's very important to have a life insurance. You can get in touch, send out a message. We send you a quote, and then you can proceed with your life insurance. Like I said, life insurance is part of what you needed for estate planning to plan your estate together. So you can use life insurance to offset Mama Lulu backup. You can use that to offset some debts and later in the future. So next week we'll be talking about the mortgages. Okay, we talk about the debts. We talk about the power of debts. We talked about the disadvantage of debts. We talked about fear or myths that people have around debts. All right. So thank you so very much for joining me today.